Hello and welcome back to Daily English Upgrade. I am very happy you are here today. Today, we have a powerful story for you. It is about choice and how one difficult decision can change everything. The language is simple and clear, perfect for your A2 and B1 listening and shadowing practice. We will learn about a young carpenter named Omar and the two roads he had to choose, the road of comfort or the road of craftsmanship. If you like this lesson, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It will help us create more lessons like this for you. Now, let us begin the story of Omar and the two roads. Part 1: The Easy Path. Omar was 22 years old. He lived in a busy, modern town, and he worked as a carpenter. A carpenter is a person who builds things from wood: tables, chairs, and houses. Omar was a good worker. He was strong and he was fast, but he was not very careful. Omar had a simple job making simple wooden boxes for a large factory. The work was easy, the pay was good, and he did not need to think much. Every morning, he woke up at the last minute. He rushed his work. He did not check the quality. His motto was, "Good enough is good enough." Omar spent his money quickly. He bought expensive clothes, and he ate out every night. He did not save. He did not plan. He had many friends who were just like him. They laughed a lot. They played games all evening, and they did not talk about work or the future. Omar felt a lot of comfort. The road he was on was wide, smooth, and very easy. But slowly, a small problem started when people used his wooden boxes. Sometimes the bottoms fell out, sometimes the wood broke. The factory owner came to Omar. He said, "Omar, your boxes are fast, but they are not strong. You must improve your quality." Omar nodded, but he did not truly listen. He thought, "The owner is too serious. It is only a box. It does not matter." He kept making the boxes fast. He kept working carelessly. He was wasting his talent, and he was wasting his chance to learn. Then, one cold morning, a very old man came to the factory. The man was a master carpenter named Silas. Silas had built the wooden roof of the town's famous church 50 years ago. The factory owner asked Silas to inspect the workers, to check their skill. Silas watched Omar for 1 full hour. He watched Omar cut the wood quickly. He watched Omar nail the pieces together with speed. He watched Omar skip the sanding step. When Omar finished his box, Silas walked over. He picked up the box, he put it on the floor, and he kicked it gently with his foot. The box broke immediately. The wood split. The pieces fell apart. Part 2: The Hard Question. Silas did not shout. He did not look angry. He looked sad. He said one short sentence to Omar, only 4 words: "Are you doing your best?" He did not wait for an answer. He turned and he walked away. His question stayed in the air and in Omar's mind. Omar felt something new. He felt shame. He felt embarrassment. The broken box was lying on the floor, like a mirror showing his character. For many days, Omar could not forget the question, "Are you doing your best?" He thought, "I am strong, I am fast, but my work is weak. My work is falling apart just like that box." He looked at the road he was on, the road of comfort. He realized it was also the road of no growth, the road of mediocrity. He looked at his friends. They were laughing, but they were not learning, they were not changing. Omar decided he wanted to change. He did not want to be the man who only did good enough. He knew he had to choose a new road, the road of craftsmanship, the road of discipline, the road of effort. He made a simple plan, a plan of small steps, a plan to stop the waste. First, he would start being punctual. He would arrive at work 10 minutes early. He would not rush the start of his day. Second, he would take 10 seconds to check every wooden joint before nailing it, not one box in 50, but every box. Third, he would learn one new word about wood craftsmanship every day. He would not stop learning. Omar put this plan on a small card. He looked at it every morning. It was his new guide. The first days were very difficult. His old habits were strong. His hands wanted to move fast. His brain wanted to skip the checking step. But then he heard Silas's voice in his head. Are you doing your best? He slowed down, he counted to 10, he checked the joint, he made the joint perfect before he used the nail. He found that the 10 seconds did not make him slower, the 10 seconds made him better. The new boxes were strong, they were perfect. He felt a new kind of pride, not the pride of being fast, but the pride of being skilled, of being careful. His road has changed, it is narrow now, it is more difficult, but it is the road to a better future. Part 3: The Friends in the Noise. Omar's road has changed, it is narrow now, it is more difficult, but it is the road to a better future. The most immediate challenge was not the wood, it was his friends. His friends were still on the wide, easy road. They called him every evening. They said, "Omar, where are you? Come play games with us." When Omar said he was studying his craft or checking his work, they laughed. They said, "Why do you work so hard? The factory pays you the same, relax." This was difficult for Omar. He did not want to lose his friends, but he knew their way of life was pulling him back like a soft, heavy rope. He had to choose again, the easy road of their laughter or the hard road of his discipline. Omar decided he must protect his time. He began to listen less to their words. He began to talk less about his changes. He realized something important. People who do not try to grow do not like to see others grow. Their laughter was a kind of noise, a noise that stopped him from hearing his own quiet voice. So, Omar made a new rule: I will listen more to the master carpenter's question and less to the lazy friend's noise. He spent his evenings reading about wood. He learned the names of different tools. He practiced sanding the wood until it was perfectly smooth. He has learned that discipline is not a punishment. It is a way to protect your own future. It is a shield against wasted time. One day, his friend Leo came to the factory. Leo saw Omar's new boxes. They were perfectly square, perfectly smooth. The joints were strong. Leo looked at Omar and said, "Omar, your boxes are too good for this job. You are wasting your talent here." Leo's words were meant to be a criticism, but Omar heard a compliment. His work was no longer good enough. His work was excellent. Part 4: The Test of the Desk. After 3 months of consistent effort, the factory owner called Omar into his office. The owner did not mention the broken boxes from before. He only looked at Omar's current work record. He said, "Omar, your quality is the best in the factory. I have a difficult job for you, one that is not just boxes." The owner had a special request from the town school. The school needed a large, strong teacher's desk, a piece of furniture that would last for 50 years. This was the road of craftsmanship, a real challenge. Omar felt nervous, but also excited. He knew his simple habits had prepared him for this. He accepted the job. He had to design the desk. He had to select the wood. He had to cut the joints perfectly. It was a complex task. The first week, Omar moved very slowly. He did not rush a single measurement. He used his new knowledge to choose the strongest wood. He made several small mistakes. He cut one piece too short. He had to start the joint again. The old Omar would have been frustrated. He would have quit, or he would have used a small piece of glue to hide the mistake. But the new Omar remembered Silas's question, "Are you doing your best?" He threw the bad piece of wood away and he started again. He said to himself, "I will not hide my mistakes. I will learn from them." This is the difference between a worker and a master. A worker hides the mistakes. A master learns from them and throws the bad work away. The desk took 3 weeks to build. Omar sanded the wood until it was smooth like glass. He finished the wood with oil, making the color rich and deep. When he delivered the desk to the school, the principal was amazed. She ran her hand over the smooth top. She said, "Omar, this is not just a desk. This is a piece of art. This will last longer than the school itself." Omar felt the true meaning of pride, not from the money, but from the quality of his creation, the integrity of his effort. He has learned that the true reward is not at the end of the job. The true reward is in the quality of the work itself. Part 5: The Master's Gift. A few weeks later, the old master carpenter Silas came back to the factory. He did not look for broken boxes, he looked for Omar. He found Omar working slowly, carefully, preparing wood for a new table. He did not need to ask the question again. Silas watched Omar for a few minutes. He saw the discipline, he saw the focus, he saw the craftsmanship. Silas smiled and he took a small wooden block from his pocket. The block was very old, very beautiful, and made of rare, dark wood. Silas gave the block to Omar. He said, "Omar, this block is from the roof of the church. I have carried it for 50 years. He continued, "A true carpenter does not rush time. He honors the wood, and he honors his effort. You have chosen the right road. Keep walking carefully." Silas did not talk about the money, he talked about the honor, the respect for the work. Omar held the small block of wood. It was his reward, it was his legacy, it was the proof that he had changed. From that day on, the block was Omar's reminder. It was the symbol of his commitment to excellence, the commitment to always do his best. Omar continued to build his skill, he continued to learn, he continued to grow. He is no longer the fast, careless worker, he is the master in training, he is an artist of wood. Omar, the young carpenter, has overcome his old, careless habits by committing to small steps and discipline. His commitment to quality earned him a special project and a valuable gift, a piece of wood from Master Silas, symbolizing his new identity as a dedicated craftsman. Part 6: The True Price of Quality. Omar is no longer the fast, careless worker, he is the master in training, he is an artist of wood. His life has changed, not because of a big new job, but because of the way he does the small jobs. He has learned that quality is not an act, it is a habit, it is the continuous effort to do your best, even when nobody is watching. The old furniture he made for his own house was weak, but the table he is building now will last for 50 years. It is strong, it is honest. He wrote one final note in his journal: "The price of excellence is difficult work, the reward of excellence is quiet pride. I will always pay the price." Omar still sees his old friends sometimes, they are still laughing, they are still wasting time, they are still making the same simple boxes at the factory. They do not understand why Omar is so serious, but Omar does not try to explain. He remembers the master's question and the soft, beautiful wood in his pocket. He knows he has found a road that is richer and will lead much further. And that, my friends, is the end of Omar's story, a story about how discipline and self-respect can transform a life. Grammar and vocabulary review. Now, let us review 3 key words from Omar's important decision, words that will help you talk about effort and success. The first word is craftsmanship, craftsmanship. Craftsmanship is the skill in making something, the quality of design and work. Omar changed from a careless worker to a man of craftsmanship. You show craftsmanship in your English when you check your grammar carefully. The second word is discipline, discipline. Discipline is the practice of training yourself to do something regularly, even if it is hard. The 10 seconds Omar used to check the joint was an act of discipline. Daily listening is your discipline. The third word is excellence, excellence. Excellence is the quality of being extremely good or outstanding. Excellence is not perfection. It is the best result you can achieve. Omar achieved excellence with the school desk. You will achieve excellence in English through consistent practice. Final lesson in call to action. Omar's simple journey teaches us a timeless lesson. The easy road will always pay you quickly, but the difficult road will always pay you better. Do not ask, how can I finish this English lesson fast? Ask, how can I learn this English lesson best? Excellence is available to everyone. It starts with discipline. It starts with the simple act of doing your best right now. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Daily English Upgrade. If this story helped you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support is a form of excellence for us. Now, for your final challenge, in the comments below, write one action you will start today to show discipline in your English learning. We will see you next time. Keep building your craftsmanship and keep striving for excellence.